come for antigen test. This is the place where we're making it. Also, you can come here anytime, any time of the day. Just knocking here, and then after 15 minutes you get the results on your email. But if you want to do the COVID test like PCR, then you have to make an appointment. Same, you have to make an appointment for vaccination. I'm not sure how it's in your country, but here it's like this, pretty comfy. And it's pretty beautiful day today. Good evening. Just got to Liepāja city for, a break. Apparently, it was like about 4 hours road. So this is a little room over here. Hotel is very nice. And here it's like outside, as you see, very dark. And pretty calm and quiet in this town because it's late, like 10 in the evening now. So yeah, that's basically a room, my luggage, and that's bathroom, also tiny, but nice, clean, and so like cozy, I would say even.
And here's closet and fridge. So, okay, the fridge is full. You can actually get wasted here. I don't even need to go eat anything, but I think I will because they have pretty nice restaurant here where the nice salads and teas already checked it.
And also tea in the room and coffee. Okay, I guess I'm ready. Prepared myself a little bit. Need to put my boots on and go for the dinner. Okay, got myself together, got the mask ready to go for the dinner. Finished everything and my chamomile tea. Everything very tasty. Now time to sleep. Good morning from this hamster. Woke up at 7 a.m. today and now going on a ferry. Outside is not warm, I don't know, it's maybe around 10 degrees something, I didn't check. I'm looking sleepy because, I don't know, I couldn't sleep like very well because I got cold again. Not again, but because before I had a COVID, but now I'm actually having a flu, like the cold, like a simple one. So basically came to this shopping center over here in Liepāja, like some hypermarket Remy, which works from 8 till 10 every day. Getting like some medicaments from here because I need them on my way. I didn't get anything for my throat and I'm afraid to have fever or something. As you see, my flowers are still with me. They had a good night, they stayed in a car, it was cold outside, and flowers love it when it's cold, so they're like really, really alive, like really fresh. Plus they are drinking Borjomi water, so you can imagine. beautiful Latvian roads. Na, 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 na. Well, hello. Okay. So that's the room. They didn't really have many options, so got this one. And looks great actually. Huge, my goodness. Even nice big mirror and closet. Also huge. It's some announcement over there. They're so loud usually here on ferries. I like this filter, it doesn't show my crazy face so much, even though it's still like shiny on. I really feel weird. I hope to get more sleep because the last 3 days I didn't get enough sleep. It was tiring and like a lot of things had to do, so it was stressy, and at the same time I got under the cold wind during the photo shoot, which actually affected me. I don't think I will get really sick, but I feel a little bit of it. It's crazy. A lot of food. Good evening. It's 9 in the evening and I already had my dinner. I even had a nice walk around the ferry outside. I had actually pretty long sleep once I got from hotel on a ferry, and I feel so much better, but I feel like drinking another Terraflu and sleeping. So that's what I'm gonna do, because tomorrow I have to wake up really early because ferry gonna be in port already at 7 in the morning. Planning to drive through whole Germany tomorrow and stop in France. Plus is being on ferry in the middle of the sea. Your internet is not working, or they actually have free Wi-Fi on the board, but it is so freaking slow that it's easier not to use it. And another thing, I really love to sleep on ferry. It just puts you asleep, the sound of it. Food was actually okay, but I wasn't too excited about all of it. Some of it was okay, because this ferry is more like a cargo ferry, but they have nice resting places, areas like a bar. Whole German guys and some Dutch, I guess, they are all there at the bar, sitting, drinking, being really nice, especially Germans. They love the bars, you know. So yeah, so that's cool area. The breakfast and dinner area is very nice, comfy. It's actually half ferry, half cargo. I've been on a proper cargo ferry. There you actually would have like not as nice food at all. Here it's a little nicer, not perfect, but it's okay. It's good. You can actually have okay-ish dinner. Let's see what they have on the breakfast. I guess we'll have to have it, not to die on the long road tomorrow. Oh, and another cool thing, they always have this little ferry shops, and then they have like a helicopter placing area. How do you call it? So this thing I didn't see on a ferry before somehow. And it's definitely time to sleep. Oh, another thing I wanted to tell you, my little new car, like with a lot of kilos in it at the moment, because it's like a lot of boxes and boxes and boxes there. It actually got on a ferry like pretty smooth. Like wow, it's such a little monster, and really good car. I'm satisfied. Well, it's also diesel, so that would make sense, right? Well, anyways, that's it for today. I need to rest, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning from Germany, from Travemünde. I believe we are still here, and weather here is plus 17, really gray outside. Typical Germany style. Like I don't even remind Germany different. Usually raining, gray. The funny thing about the ferry experience this time that they didn't ask any PCR test or COVID antigen test, nothing like that. So yeah, overall ferry experience was nice. It was like a half a ferry and a half a cargo. So lots of trucks like these, on a ferry. Now we're going to Spain. Okay, maybe first to France and then to Spain. Today planning to cross whole Germany, like 7 in the morning, 7:30 actually, and we should be at the destination point at latest 10 p.m, something like that. Ooh, recognize the houses. We got in our first traffic jam between Bilbrook and Bilverde.
Der kleine Sadist in mir hatte ja vermutet, dass es ein
Got a little bit better. We are already 200 kilometers away from Travemünde. Flowers are still alive. Been in the car whole night. 2 nights already actually. And seems cool. Oh my god. Just got something like that for coffee. Toilet vouchers. Cheers, got coffee. Now need to keep moving. 20 liters of diesel on Esso was 34 euros.
Пулеметы.
Okay, just got to the Belgium. Didn't even notice. Yes, that must be it. Still going through the Belgium, and weather is worse. When we drew in it was 20 degrees and right now it's 16 and raining like crazy. We are driving about 8 hours now and we are down to 700 kilometers, maybe a tiny bit more. What a day. Been in Germany, now we are in Belgium, and soon, like maybe in half an hour, we're gonna be in France.
Ну да.
Что-то.
Что делаешь?
Hallelujah, found coffee here, so can have a good break, and I will have this, which I usually don't eat. But okay, why not? People at this petrol station do not speak English, so I guess it's French or Belgian, or what do they speak in Belgium? French, half German, something like that. Coffee is from coffee machine, but it's okay. It's good. Got some coffee and some water for the flowers. Okay, cool. It was a nice break at the local petrol station. Nobody did speak English, but they were still polite and tried to help out best. So that's cool. Soon it's gonna be French border. Now we are really close to the French border. From one side it's already France, and another side there's also France, but here still in between is still Belgium, but we are like getting close. It's funny how it looks on the map. Like there's bits and pieces of the France still, like kind of on a Belgium territory. That looks funny. Now we are right at the border of Belgium and France. So somewhere here it's France already, I believe. And yeah, now our next city we're gonna be crossing is Reims city in France. We were planning to stop there, but then decided that we can actually go further. I'm gonna stop in some other city. Where? Not sure yet, we'll see. That's how the border looks. Forests and forests and forests and nothing else. Most of the European borders look like that from what we have seen. Okay, it's officially France. How do you like it?